Hello everyone, welcome back. Last stop of the day. I've come out to Fairfax's Viewpoint. So this is where Fairfax will watch the Battle of Naseby unfold. And it's quite a good view actually. You get a good view of the ridges, the two ridges that are here. You've got some good maps as well, courtesy of Naseby 1645. And you've got a great platform to stand up here and have a really good look at the battlefield. Now I'll start down here because there is a higher platform. We'll go up there in a minute. So I've not come far down the road from where I was at the windmill site, which is now the monument. So I'll show you on the map and we'll go through where I started today so you can get an idea of how big this battlefield actually is. So we started here at the Rupert Viewpoint, and then I travelled all the way to the hedge, which is in here somewhere. Then I went to the Cromwell Monument, which is up around near the Naseby here. Then I went to the windmill, and this is my final stop today. And let's just have a look at this, because this actually is really good, because this, and now we're up a bit higher, I can show you the ridges and explain them a bit better. So these are the ridges, and this is the photograph. But what's really cool about this is what we're looking at right in front of me now, so I can explain where everything is from this point. So this point, just in this direction here, is the hedges down in there. And again, what I love about seeing this battlefield in person is, again, as I keep saying, as many historians will tell you, you'll never get an understanding of a battlefield till you actually come and see it with your own eyes. And when you see these ridges, you're like, oh my goodness, you know, wow. You can understand why they choose the place they choose. But that's not going to matter anyway. The ridges are not going to matter in this battle anyway, because it's like they're going to end up down in the bowl anyway, of the basin of the ridge anyway, the two ridges. You then have Dust Hill, which is that one just there. Mott Hill. And then as you come round, and then like I said, I started way off in the distance at Rupert's Viewpoint. Again, great sign, great information about the numbers of men involved in this battle. Stuff about the New Model Army. Remember, this is a new army. It's called the New Model Army. It's the first centralised army in British history. This is the start of the British Army, right here in 1645. It might start a little bit earlier than that. 1645 is when you start seeing this army used. They no longer have an army where you call them from the parishes and the local area. They decide, let's do away with all that stuff. Let's do away with the train bands and let's have a centralised army. And that's what they do. And that's where the red jacket comes from. You get the red jacket and the New Model Army. And again, I'm going to go up onto the other platform so you can get a little bit of view. But again, this is where Fairfax, commander of the army, and people get confused between Cromwell and Fairfax. Now, Sir Thomas Fairfax is the commander and chief of the parliamentarian army during the English Civil War, the first one. Don't quote me on the others, I'm not 100% sure, but he's definitely in charge of the first English Civil War. He is the commander-in-chief. Yes, I think he does actually take charge of the others as well. Oliver Cromwell is just a colonel in the cavalry. That's it. He's not Lord Protector at this point. He's not in charge of the Parliament. That comes later on. He will rise. He will rise so high, as people know, and he will become Lord Protector of England. And again, we will have a very miserable 10 years. No Christmas. Everything was banned. No drinking, no Christmas, no nothing. But again, please don't tell Oliver that I said that, because I am sometimes in the parliamentarian army and I might get flogged. But let's get up here and get a really good view of this battlefield. So what you're seeing there is the ridge where the the Royalists will form up, and it goes, and it's really in the landscape. It goes down like into a bowl. I was over there earlier at the Cromwell Monument. This is an amazing view, amazing viewpoint. The hedges are just in the middle there. That's where all the action really takes place. All the fiercest fighting takes place right down in the centre with my good old friend Sir Philip Skippon. Again, like I've said in previous videos, I reenacted for 18 years in the Skippons Regiment. But to be honest with you, I have left for now, but you never leave the Skippons. The Skippons is very dear to my heart. And at Frome, I did actually get to fight in the Pike Block again, so that was very enjoyable, and I will be doing it again in the future. There you go. American Civil War has taken over for now. But what an amazing spot just to come and sit and enjoy. Even if you don't like history, just come and enjoy the countryside, because it's beautiful. And again, people are driving past this stuff and they don't have a clue it's here. Another thing I'll point out about the Naseby battlefield is a major road runs right through it, and that's the A14. If only we knew, if only we had things like a Naseby 1645 back when, we could have probably saved it. But hey, it was 300 odd years ago, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm going to finish my videos for today here at Naseby. It's been an amazing experience for me because it's the first ever time I've ever been out to Naseby. Don't ask me why, I never did it before. But now I've been out here once, I should definitely be coming again and again and again and again and again. It's just so beautiful. It's just a beautiful little drive. It's very easy to get round. The only issue I had was finding the hedge. But I did actually work out it isn't as hard as you think it is. It does say that it's closed, although you can get a car down there. I wouldn't advise it. I walked, and in actual fact it was better walking it. It was a nicer, yeah, it was nicer to walk it. But massive shout out again. What I'm going to do is when all these videos get uploaded properly, I'm going to put Naseby 1645 and Battlefield Trust, the Battlefield Trust, which is the trust here in England that saves and helps preserve battlefields here in England. I think they do some in Scotland and Wales as well, I'm not 100% sure, but they help preserve battlefields here in England, which is important. Yes, we have got a lot of history and we are tripping over it all the time, but still, it still needs to be saved because it's important. This battle was the most important in British history. Naseby 1645. On June the 14th 1645, the Parliament Army defeated the Royalist Army, and King Charles I will never ever command an army again. And not only that, this is the beginning of the end of Charles I. So I'm going to leave you with a beautiful view of the Northamptonshire countryside, and this is Daz, American Civil War and UK History. Remember, go and follow us on Facebook. I'm also part of the Unfiltered Historian team. Go and give the Unfiltered Historian a follow. Me and Tyler will be live tomorrow night, usual time, 7, 8 o'clock. And I'll probably talk a little bit about what I've done today anyway. We got lots more coming up. I'm travelling back over to stateside in August. And I'm going to be attending Emerging Civil War Symposium, which I'm super excited about. They've got some amazing guests lined up. So looking forward to meeting some of them guys, but I am also looking forward to seeing Tyler again in person, because he is my brother from another mother. Anyway, that's enough of that. Turn you around and you can enjoy the beautiful battlefield at Naseby. Thanks for tuning in. See you all again soon.